Yabba Dabba Do is right because it's Friday and you're listening to Friday Fun Day with Jon Campion. Opinions expressed are those of our show host, not WSTU or Treasure Coast Broadcasters. Any reproduction or reuse of this program without the express written consent of WSTU is strictly prohibited.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's Johnny.
Yes, and the crowd goes wild.
Hey, there we are.
The canned clams here, they're clapping away.
Well, we got a crowd.
It's been a long time since we had the clap, but that's another story. Okay.
It's good, Frank.
That's why we don't use the bathroom here.
Yeah.
That's why we're starting to.
It's either crabs or clap.
Yes. Yikes.
Yikes. Let's go crab fishing.
Yeah.
So everyone's stuck with the three of us tonight. We have no one else to bounce off of. So,
Yeah.
We're like the bounce house.
I bought the boxing gloves.
Okay. All right. Well, I've got the accordion. So
And I've got the hostess with the mostest.
Yeah.
Jon Campion, European Kitchen and Bath, Stuart, Florida. Vero, of course, we just talk about Stuart. And we have our little guy who has the monkey with him tonight.
Yeah.
He's standing on the corner.
Right.
He is with
All
his
right.
little cup. What you gonna do, Frank?
So the story is, let me get to I got to do a little organizational work.
It's
here,
a Milli Vanilli show.
right? There we go.
I haven't heard that one in a while.
Right. So the story is somebody in a local church had passed away, and another parishioner, and so the widow said, "Gee, I have this accordion," to this other parishioner. She says, "Do you know somebody that can use it?" And he says, "I got a guy."
I got a guy with a tiger hat.
Right. So anyways, so yeah, I mean, I played accordion in third grade.
That's wild.
It was probably bigger than you.
It was huge.
How
This
did
is
you
a
hold it up?
how many
Because they're
keys?
heavy.
Well, you play it sitting down mostly anyways.
Did that have
you
the
know?
250
At
keys
third
on it?
Was
at
the
third
big
grade, I
key.
guess so.
That was a big boy accordion.
Yeah.
I mean, this is my really first one that I've been close enough to touch my whole life.
Nice.
You're kidding.
No.
Being Polish, we grew up with them.
Yeah, Italian,
Yeah.
same way.
Are
Yeah.
you a member of the Polish American Club in Port St. Lucie?
Yeah.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I was never there, except for a quote show.
Oh, yeah. Well, those quote shows. Yeah, that'll do it.
I mean, they had functions there, but
Right.
I never was a member.
She's too fat for me. Can you play that?
no, but I can play. So in the school play in third grade, I played Santa Lucia, and I got through the entire song, and I flubbed up a little bit at the end, and I was just mortified. You know, as you.
No
are-
one
as
even
you
knew.
do.
No one even knew it.
Everybody, you know, my parents, they just thought it was just too cool. My parents were in the audience, so it's like, you know. Anyways,
Yeah, you're playing for your parents.
Well, you bet.
Yeah,
And of
man.
course, and you know,
He got an extra meatball that night.
yeah.
Yeah, that's right. No spaghetti for you,
Right.
just extra meatball.
So anyways, yeah. So I thought, you know, I'd give it a try. So let's see how Santa Lucia sounds. All right.
Okay. Oh, that one. Is that a recording? Your hair was really long then. Frank.
Yeah. Right. All right.
That was Frank in high school with the long hair.
Yeah. Lucia.
So what'd you do? Screw up at the end?
Uh-oh. We're in trouble now. People are calling.
Oh, it's got to be.
It's got to be Frank. Mine was from the carnival. It was all had stones in it, and it was huge too. My two aunts and myself had it.
You're on
had
the
them.
air.
I'd like to reserve a table for two.
Right?
Isn't it an Italian restaurant?
Right.
Like manicotti.
Yeah,
tonight?
sure.
Manicore.
Yeah.
My God. And
Manicore.
Frank Mazzapelle can
That's
run
it.
around and with the tables,
Wouldn't
and
that be
everybody
great?
will tip them, and
That's
Yeah.
why he's world
some
famous.
people- yeah.
And of course, he has a
Debbie
tux on.
can wait tables,
Sure.
and it could be Jon Campion's a new venture.
It
You got
could.
all the bathtubs and all of that.
That's right. We bidet for you.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk. Now, there was a place in New York
Yeah.
called the Metropole, and they would have phones on the tables, so you
Yeah.
could call another table.
Oh,
How you
yeah.
doing,
Oh yeah,
sweetheart?
they had those. I think in
Sure,
Pittsburgh.
Yeah. I saw that. So I forget where it
Yeah.
was, but I saw
Instead
it
of
somewhere.
throwing something at somebody, or
I think it came out
Oh,
of
you
Pittsburgh.
don't want to. Did you hear about the hot dog guy at the ball game?
yes.
He
Tell-
drank 10 beers and ate a bunch of.
Well, they
hot
threw
dogs.
all the dollar hot dogs at him because they kept going
people were
more.
throwing-
Oh my.
They,
Yeah.
they had to
then
escort him out.
escorted him.
I guess
They
so.
escorted him out. You're right. He was as drunk as a skunk.
Woo.
Must have been some
I
good
hope
hot
he
dogs.
called an Uber.
An
You know,
Uber.
that's
Yeah.
the modern taxi.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I just thought, it was kind of like an Italian restaurant. and
It did.
I'm
Hey,
hungry.
hey.
You know?
Charlie, did you get any rain out there? I got rain in Jensen today.
Yes, my rain barrel filled up, and it was
Nice.
down. It was 50, and it was down close to empty.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
We
Well,
didn't
you know,
get
off
that
the
much
roof,
rain,
yeah,
but we
it
got a
filled
good
up.
shower
No,
today.
see, off the roof, you're filling it up off of a lot of surfaces.
Yep, there is.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's how rain barrels work.
You bet.
Right.
Is
Yeah.
that, are
You have
using
your
it as
downspout in the rain barrel?
Are you using it as a cistern?
Well, I have people that do those things for me.
Oh, okay. I got a guy. Huh?
Boy, your dog knows when you're on the air because he barks
That's
at
what they
every
do.
time
That's
That's
you're on
because
the
you're
air.
not giving the
Well,
dogs
my
attention. All right. Well, go and give your
Could
dog
be a
some
rabbit.
attention.
I'll let you go.
All right.
Ciao
buddy.
for now.
All right. See ya.
Literally.
All right. Thanks. All
That
right.
was pretty cool,
Yeah.
That was.
I have to say. And Charlie hit it right when he called to say, "Hey,
Yeah. Order a table for two.
can we have another basket of bread, please?"
Garlic rolls. and-
That's
sure.
right.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
job. Good job,
Yeah, yeah.
Charlie.
Yeah.
Good job, Charlie. Good job, Charlie.
Yeah.
Three
So-
times real fast.
So the Tigers got starting a series. Yesterday was a travel day.
Right.
Okay.
Today they're playing the Yankees, and I
Oh.
think they're in New York. Should be interesting. So yeah.
Did they win yesterday?
So no, yesterday was a travel day. They
They
played.
won. They traveled.
Yeah.
No,
So
no, but they
the
played
Yankees.
the last game they played. I don't know that they did so well.
they won the last game they played with the Cardinals.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So that was pretty cool.
So that means they won the World Series this year.
Yeah. So yeah, so they played the Cardinals 3 games, split the doubleheader.
Okay.
Yeah. So the first game got rained out. They got postponed because of rain, and the second day they made it a doubleheader, and so they're winning the first game. They're coming into the 9th inning. All they got to do is get 3 outs. They go home, right?
Right.
No,
No.
no. They lose the first game in the 9th inning. How do you
Oh,
do that?
Oh man, that hurts.
It's painful. So, but they did win the second game of the doubleheader.
Let me
So,
ask you a question.
2 out of 3, not too
You're
bad.
the baseball
Yeah.
philosopher. So
I don't know about.
when you have double headers on the schedule, which mostly happens in the summer.
Yeah.
Is the idea that you want to do no worse than splitting?
No worse than split.
And if
Absolutely.
you can win 2,
Oh.
it's a huge bonus.
Yeah. Oh, you bet.
Yeah, because that has got to be just
Yeah.
wearing on your team.
Yeah. Winning is, the goal is to win the series. So if you got a 4-game series, you want to at least get 3 out of 4. 3-game series, you want to get 2 out of 3. It's the same idea. Splitting a double header is better than losing both ends.
Right.
So,
At home.
right. Oh yeah, at home no less. So you bet.
Wow.
So yeah.
Deb, we never had, what sports did you play in high school? Back in the day.
I was a gymnast. I was a cheerleader. I was on track and field.
So you
That's
played-
pretty good.
Yeah. So so you're a runner then. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
You
you
like
were
with a
throwing the
baton type thing where you
No, I wasn't a majorette. I was a
No,
cheerleader.
a baton that they
Oh, no.
with other
Oh
runners
yeah, no, we didn't.
in a track.
relay race, like a
Relay
440.
race.
Right.
Yeah. No, we did track and field and all different things in track and field.
Right.
You know, running, jumping.
High jumped. Yeah.
Hmm.
Cool. Parallel bars. Did you do that?
No, she did parallel
Parallel.
parking.
Parallel
Yeah.
parking.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Oh.
did the parallel bars.
That
we,
was after school.
we did we did everything that the balance beam, the whole 9 yards,
Oh yeah, the old balance beam. What's that code for?
and we had to climb the ropes. Did you have to
Oh,
do that?
God,
in-
yeah, that was the
Tying
hardest
the ropes.
climb.
Oh, I could never do that.
Oh, that's
Are
so
you kidding
tough.
me? No.
The upper body strength it takes is just
Oh yeah.
phenomenal.
Well, I should say people of lesser size and weight than myself. Of course, I was a bone in high school,
Right.
150 pounds,
Nice.
soaking wet.
Nice.
Then, had a size 22 waist, 24 waist.
Wow.
I was a stud.
Yeah.
Right.
And then you quit growing and filled out.
I filled out, discovered beer, filled out some more. Yeah, it's tough. No, that was tough. Anyways, so
Yeah.
that was eons ago, and I can only watch sports now and go, no, I can't do that.
I can't do that. No. Well, I remember Todd and I were over your house, and you were watching a golf event, and I was impressed that the guy struck the ball, and you knew where it was going to land before it even, as the camera was panning. I thought, this guy knows the game of golf.
I've watched a little bit of golf on
Yeah.
TV.
Yeah.
And now they make it so you can follow it. You can tell when they push it somewhere, or pull it or whatever.
Mhm.
But
Mm-hmm.
And all the new technology with the clubs.
Okay.
And the Masters, the one guy used a 3D club that he made.
Oh,
Did you
wow.
know that?
yeah, sure. Yeah.
No, but I mean that has to before you could. Don't you have to get them approved?
Yeah, they
before
have
you-
to be approved by
I'm sure that
the,
it was, but I
Yeah.
mean, they made it a point to say that,
That's quite a. I mean, that's a tall order. I mean, you just don't make it in your garage and then show up.
No,
you
no,
know what I mean?
no.
Yeah.
No, they were talking about this guy last weekend. He had lead tape on the bottom of his driver or his 3-wood to give him
Yeah.
more weight,
Oh.
and it was legal. It was like, oh, that's really old school, and I'm yeah, it was back from Sammy Snead's day.
sure. That gives you a little extra oomph.
In the
Transfer that kinetic energy.
Right, because
Yes.
now they have sweet spots all over
The
You know.
club face. Yeah.
the club. Anyways,
Yeah.
but I've been watching all the commercials with golf. I'm a golfaholic, and the balls and the clubs.
Oh, the
and now
technology
they-
on the balls alone is just.
Oh yeah, it's phenomenal.
nuts.
You know.
Just the dimples and how you shape the
Well,
dimples.
right. They came out with a whole new set of balls that you need a whole new set of clubs to play with those balls.
No.
Yes.
Well, they'll sell you a set of clubs to go with those balls.
Yeah.
Here for only $150 a club.
I think that was in the Masters on one of the, commercials.
You bet.
A lot of the I mean this is where these companies do their R&D, and then that's the big deal, right? If it's used during these premier events.
And they get all these pros to be
Yeah.
in their commercials. Rory, everybody's favorite.
McIlroy.
Oh, they're
Yeah.
they're all getting, subsidies from it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, if
Right.
they wear a pin on their hat or on, something around them.
Yeah. If they wear a pin on their chest, they're pretty tough. Oh no, it's a medal.
Remember that from F Troop? Remember that where they pinned the medal on and his
Yes.
blood was spilled? And he goes, yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
F Troop.
Ah,
Yeah, we don't want to get in
No,
all those
no.
old shows.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's one of those sports. It's like I always say, golf is a sport in which the ball lies poorly,
yeah.
but the player well.
Well done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
How many on that hole? Oh yeah, I got 3.
Yeah,
I think.
It's all about physics.
Well, it is.
Just like playing pool is all about physics and where you hit the ball.
Geometry. Yeah.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
your imagination. I always used to say, I played really good pool after about 4 cocktails,
Yep.
Yeah.
and golf kind of the same way.
Yeah.
I can tell you stories.
Kind of
when-
loosen up a little bit. Is that
loosen
what you
up a little
yeah.
bit. Yeah, take that, a couple of ibuprofens, and go off the first tee. And
Are you still golfing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You just your body loosens up quicker since you didn't do any stretching.
Yeah.
Let me go hit a few balls on the range. Okay, I'll meet you at the tee. Okay, let's go.
Let's go. Nice.
No, it's a crazy sport. People just spend so much money on it.
And you lettered in golf in in high school.
That was easy. I went to a little tiny high school. We were members. We got to play at a really nice country club. So, there's some places we went. We got to play on the dog patch courses.
Uh-huh.
The most fun playing golf in Michigan and high school golf. When I was a freshman, they made it a fall sport from a spring sport. So golf, which used to be a spring sport,
Yeah,
they made it a fall sport, and that was great. All my buddies were on the football
You played in the
team.
snow?
Oh, we would there's times that we
Got an
got
early
to be
snow.
the end of the year, or
Yeah.
October, November.
Do they let you play with colored balls when it snows?
Sure.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I would think so. Otherwise,
We
how do you
had-
find it?
No, you just went for the big yellow spots.
Now,
Yeah.
anybody who's over 60 remembers this name, Haywood Halebrun. Remember that?
No.
No.
No, he used to be on the Wide World of Sports.
Okay.
With Jim McKay and
With
all
Jim
that.
McKay, and I
Yeah,
know that
but-
name. Sure.
Well, Haywood Halebrun would do, weird little stories, like he used to do the Timex
back in
watch
the
on the
day.
back of the outboard motor.
Right.
And it keeps on ticking.
That was Jim McKay, I thought.
Well, takes a licking and keeps
Keeps
on
on
ticking.
ticking,
Well,
yeah.
what happened is up where we lived in Western Michigan,
Mhm.
our lake would freeze over, and they had a golf course set up on it. And Wide World of Sports came in and featured the
The
9-hole
Timex?
the 9-hole event.
Uh,
Where people were hitting off the ice and
Yeah.
all this stuff. And,
Yeah.
it was
that would
like-
be what the agony of defeat when they do Wide World of Sports.
because your feet got frozen and wet on the ice that was.
And hopefully it didn't crack and you fall
no,
in.
No, a serious crack problem while you're playing golf. That would be tough.
Woo.
So,
All right.
Frank, you're pressing the Wayback Machine there. Or
Oh, I
something,
know.
aren't you?
I'm looking for
Looking for
something.
call my own. Looking.
There you
He
go.
doesn't know what he's looking for.
I
He's
know exactly.
he's
what
rambling around there.
I know.
It's
It
okay.
looks that
That's
way.
what we got Frank for.
Yes.
Frankfurter. There you go.
Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of sport, the thrill of victory, and the agony of defeat.
Yeah, and it's snowing.
Oh,
Oh, yikes!
The human drama
that
of athletic
barrel
competition.
jumping. Oh my God.
That's Debbie right there.
This is ABC's
This is
Wide
Deb
World
Hart.
of Sports.
There it is.
Brought to you by the makers of Vicks Sinex Spread.
Okay, well, I got to breathe right when you're doing all that stuff.
Yeah, now we got to do a commercial for Vicks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vicks Vapor Rub.
And they got Evil Knievel jumping. Yeah.
Yeah, they got the guy doing the barrels, didn't make it. Got the guy doing the ski ramp, didn't make it.
Yeah. Oof. That was the agony of defeat.
It was.
Oof.
That would hurt,
Yeah.
it would.
maybe.
Oof.
He probably had several broken bones.
I would think so. Nobody broke more bones than Evil Knievel, though. They say that he likely broke every bone in his body.
I believe it.
That's
Wow.
why he looked like a pretzel.
Didn't he jump? What didn't he try to jump the Snake River? That was his last. one of
Was
his
that
last-
him or his son?
So
It was
that's a
somebody
good
named
question.
Knievel. Some
He
idiot.
tried to jump the Grand Canyon, right? Or
Right,
the
I
He
narrow-
believe
did.
so.
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
I think the narrowest portion.
Well,
It's still the Grand Canyon, for God's sake. So,
oh my gosh,
right?
that's a
Mhm.
long fall.
Cut by the Colorado River millions of years ago.
You bet.
Wow.
You bet. If you haven't ever seen it, folks, get out there and at least see it, and then you can say you saw it.
Wow. Yeah.
It looks like you're looking out
And,
into
and
the.
Jon Campion recommended it.
Yes.
Yes, that's
Yes,
right. It's
yes.
a referral.
Yeah. Well, they have helicopter rides too. You know,
Yeah, and
for-
they
for
have
not
that.
too much
They have
money.
that plastic ledge you can go look down
Yeah.
over. You can go 720 feet out or something like that, and then look down.
Look straight
or,
down. Yeah.
No, I don't want to do that.
I'll take a pass.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
That bring your chum up as quick
So
as it will
yes,
in the ocean.
So my wife and I, we went to it was 2017, I think. We went to the Grand Canyon, and they were offering these helicopter tours, right? And I said, well, that looks like fun. I said, do you want to go? She goes, yeah. I said, all right, I'll buy you a ticket. She says, aren't you going? I says, no, somebody has to.
No, somebody has to look after the family.
Yeah. So yeah.
Jules.
Yeesh. So I
No,
said,
that
yeah,
would-
somebody has to, be on the ground just in case. So, but
Man.
she had a ball. Because they allowed like 3 people, and there was the pilot, 3
Guests.
3 guests, yes, 3 victims, but the 3 guests in the helicopter, and because of the weight distribution, she got a chance to sit in the front.
All right,
So
shotgun.
she sat with the pilot. So
That's cool.
that was very cool. So
You did see her after that,
I
right?
saw her
Okay,
right away. Yeah. But then they took, they got cool pictures that
Wow.
they take of you.
Well,
with all
she'll
your-
never forget that.
Oh yeah. No, that's great memories. Yeah.
Yeah. My
Man.
girlfriend and I went on Channel 5 with, remember Paul Kavanaugh?
Sure.
And he would take the helicopter up and down
Sure.
the
You give
West
the
Palm to
give you the
Miami.
report,
And
yeah.
we put in a thing and we won. And we got to ride with him
Yeah.
one evening.
And
And it was really cool.
and he traveled what, up and down 95
No, he did 95 in the beach.
and the beach. Oh, you had a chance to travel through the beach.
Yep.
Beach
He'd
is
go
that
down one way and come up the other.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's really, I mean, a helicopter is a whole different feeling. Never been in a helicopter.
me either.
It really is. It's really neat.
Does it take your stomach out? and all
No,
that?
no, not at all. You're too busy looking.
Yeah, because it's a big glass bubble. You get to
Mhm.
look out, right?
Yeah. And he doesn't go 10, 20,000 feet in the air
No,
because
God,
he's
no.
doing traffic and he's doing this and looking out for sharks in the water and
So he's
You
like,
know.
Well, at least
what,
he's
maybe
paying attention.
150, 200 feet up in the air, something like that.
something.
Yeah.
Wow, that's not much.
No, just that's because you.
So when you crash, you just, it just,
It's a-
yeah.
it's a quicker
that's
bump, yeah.
very,
You get decapitated.
Jeez. All right.
yes.
I want to go on that
But
ride.
no, it's worth going to go for the ride.
Well, at the
Air show.
air show, you can do World War II era helicopter rides.
Oh, I'd jump on that one.
That is very cool.
No, I
'cause
wouldn't
if
jump
you-
on that one.
you jump out of that one, but that's pretty cool because when they fire those helicopters up, it sounds like you're in a MASH episode.
Yeah.
You know, they have a.
I'd
unique
just be
sound.
going, where's Hot Lips? Where's Hot Lips?
When I jumped out of the plane, it was an older plane. It was a prop plane, and we had to go out in the wing.
You
Yeah.
skydived?
I did.
Was that up north?
No, and Sebastian.
Yeah, right. That's what I mean. That's up north.
Sebastian, it is.
That's a
It's-
big jumping place.
Yeah,
It is.
Yeah.
A lot of people jump.
But now
in there.
the planes are so sophisticated and newer, and they get more people. And it was me, and the guy was my tandem person and the pilot, and that was it. And I
Yeah.
was the first one out on the wing.
Well, tandem is.
And
I think-
10,000 feet up in the air, you're going,
I'd
holy
almost do it if I
moly.
was, a tandem.
They hook you up with somebody.
Right.
Right.
Correct. So I would almost do that, but
Mhm.
because
It was cool.
I mean, an experienced jumper, but yeah. no.
Otherwise, no, I'd pass out when you jump out. You know what I
You jump
really
out of a
fe-
perfectly good
oh,
airplane.
I got to tell you, watch that Men of whatever. What is it called? Anyways, a movie on Apple or something, and the guy's driving the B-17s,
Okay.
flying the B-17s,
Wow.
and then when those planes would start tearing apart after they get hit by flak or
Yeah.
something,
Mm.
those guys bailing out of a little hatch on the bottom.
I
and,
watched
oh
a
my
video
Lord.
on these tail gunners. I don't know if it was
Yeah.
B-17, but there was more than one. It was like 3 B-17s that got shot down over Europe.
Yep.
And the 3 tail gunners all survived the fall because of the way the tail section floated, for want of a better term. It didn't come flying down, but it kind of floated down. It just broke enough, and it fell into the wooded area, broke their fall, and they survived.
And
Yeah.
they never jumped with their parachutes. They just
They
rolled
were
the tail
they
gun
couldn't get
down?
out because when the back end of the plane got shot off, it broke apart.
Right.
So they're cartwheeling through space on their way down, and it's like, whoa.
It's like an e-ticket, right?
It's got to be an e-ticket, right?
E-ticket squared.
That is a ride you don't want to
No,
take.
you don't. And
No.
then what would happen is when they land, depending on what area they were in, they would either be in German or
they're all captured. They were all prisoners of war.
Okay.
But but the cool part was that they 3 guys, regrouped, and they said, "What happened to you?" And I was like, "Dude, man,
exactly.
we all got shot down." But it's like,
no,
wow.
that's cool. That's what the men in their machine, something like. Anyways, it was all about the B-17s.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
And I guess the worst tail gunner was a tough position to take, and the and I don't know if it was the B-17 or the B-24s.
B-27.
B-20. Yeah, it was one of those that had in the belly of the plane. They had a gunner.
Gunner with the.
Yeah, and that give you that whole 360 on the bottom, right? But those guys,
they get hit by flak.
They didn't do well if the landing gear didn't come down.
Oh yeah, right. Oof. Yeah, they'd have to move up into the main part of the plane.
Fuselage, hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, there's some cool stuff on the movie channels these days that really captures a lot that went on. Watched the story of Sherlock Holmes last night.
Oh yeah,
in his elderly passing years out in the English
countryside. Huh?
Yeah, and he got to figure his last
case.
Last case with this lady's son.
Nice.
Anyways, it was pretty cool. It was it was played by Ian McKellen. He's famous English guy. He looks like Dr. John Gielgud, who passed away. And anyways, these are all people that you should know, Deb. I think you went to high school with him.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Well, you graduated before me, so I don't know.
Okay, so who's going to toss it to Rocky and Bullwinkle?
I will.
Okay. See.
Now let's toss it to Rocky and Bullwinkle.
All right, there we go.
And now...
Hey, Rocky, watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat.
Again?
Nothing up my sleeve. Presto!
Wrong hat.
I take a 7.5.
Now here's something we hope you'll really like.
Big John, Big John.
I like this song.
Every morning at the mine, you could see him arrive. He stood 6'6" and weighed 245, kind of broad at the shoulder and narrow at the hip. And everybody knew you didn't give no lip to Big John.
That's right. And there he is, Big John. He's back with us.
Yeah.
Now we just see Jimmy Dean selling sausage.
Yeah.
That's about right.
And they've reincarnated him, like he's right there, right on the TV.
That's amazing, right?
Yes.
It's pretty cool.
That's what they have, the B.B. King Bluesville show on the Bluesville. They have B.B. King. He died like 2 years ago.
Wow.
He was. I saw him in Atlanta.
That would have been a great show.
Wow.
Way back in the 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you got there, Deb?
I got the Historic Preservation Month events going on. Since we're on the 3rd, today they had a tour of the All Saints Episcopal Church and a guide of the
That's in Jensen, right?
That's in Jensen on the hill in Rio.
Right.
And a tour of the cemetery. The cemetery is really interesting with
people were dying to get in there.
They
I know.
are.
They still are.
Yeah, they are.
Yep.
Are they still active cemetery?
Yeah.
Tomorrow is another tour of All Saints Church, and from, let's see, 11 to 1. And then Tuesday is the House of Refuge.
Okay.
You can go on a tour, 10:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. It's a free tour. And then next Friday on the 10th is another All Saints Episcopal Church tour in the cemetery, and that's 11 to 1 also.
Have you toured? Have you done that tour?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And what's the big, just the fact that All Saints has been here for a long time?
Well, it tells you how the church was here, and then it had during the hurricane. Then they had to move it, and then they had to rebuild part of it. But and the stones were all sinking into the ground at one point, and now they've pretty much have them all raised back up so people can actually see, how far back they go into the 1800s.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Cool.
And then let's see. Okay, young artist of the Treasure Coast Youth Symphony will be at the old courthouse on East Ocean, and that is a week from Tuesday, May 14th.
Isn't the old courthouse the Arts Fest building?
Art Cultural Center.
Yeah,
Cultural
right
Center.
next to the park, Memorial Park.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So I won't give any more. I'll wait till next week.
Okay.
And every Wednesday they do a tour of the Tuckahoe Mansion in Indian Riverside Park, and the Coca-Cola Errors and the Leach Mansion. So,
Right.
And then we do Captain Soul's house, which is in Indian Riverside Park.
Yeah, it is.
It's
there.
all very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That area was busy.
And we got another fish fry coming up in a couple weeks, right?
I think the
24th, 19th,
around the 19th,
St. Mary's, or
17th,
Saint
17th.
Monica's.
St. Monica's.
Mm,
I believe it's
17th.
the
It's a
17th.
Tuesday.
Okay.
Or
But that's a Friday.
It's going to be
Friday.
a Friday.
That's right. It's a
Okay.
Friday.
Friday fish
It's like
fry.
I said to my staff today, well, it's May 6th. They go, no, it's May 3rd. I go, okay, I guess the month's going to go fast. When you
Last month went.
Oof.
I don't know where it went.
Well, half the year almost is.
It's a third of the year is gone. At least we got
Yeah.
the first quarter gone.
Should I make the announcement that I won't be here next week? So we should have a big listener. I will be in Nashville
Doing what? Singing?
singing. Yeah.
Taking
grand-
your accordion?
No, well, I have
Doing
to.
the
I
Big
haven't talked
John.
to Frank about that yet. I got to get crash
I'll loan it
course.
to you. Yeah.
My brother is turning 70. He's the
Wow.
patriarch of the family, and he has as he always says, epic party every year.
Oh, good
Nice.
for him.
50, 60, and 70.
So is he doing an Elvis party this year?
He is Elvis.
Oh, okay.
Actually, he's got like probably about 10 guitars in his basement.
Wow.
And I think one of them might be one of BB King's. He's got electric guitars, most of them, and
Okay.
he collects them. Then he plays, with the headphones.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you can sit down there. He's back when I was in high school and he was in college at Michigan State. He was trying to look like Bruce Springsteen.
Oh,
sure.
okay.
Yeah.
So he would come home looking like a bum. It's like, oh, you smell good, Tom. How are things at Michigan State? So,
I love it.
yeah.
That's great.
Yeah,
Brotherly love.
you bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're 3 years apart. So, we're close. We get
I'd
along
say.
good.
Is
Yeah.
that your only brother?
Yep.
Just the two of you?
And then my sister.
Oh, and
Jill.
then my
And then Sister
And then
Jill.
there's Jill.
Yeah.
I hope you're listening, Jill. I
is she
love
the
you.
youngest?
No, she's the oldest. I'm the baby.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're a bunch of old kids.
Yes.
Ain't that great? Don't you guys
Well,
know?
that'll be nice. Are you flying up?
Flying up, and I know my arms will be tired when I get there.
Yes. Well said. Well
No,
done.
we're going to be up there, and it'll be interesting. I haven't been there for about 5 or 6 years. I moved down from Nashville 20 years ago, and I'm glad I lived there 20 years ago and not now, because it is
Right.
just a crazy, crazy place.
Nashville? Yes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. All the building, everything that's gone on downtown, and
Right.
that's where it's all that we've talked about it for all the development. So, anyways, that should be a weekend I can talk about. maybe.
Yes. We'll be looking
Now, does
for
he
it.
live out in the suburbs?
No, they used to. He lives down near Belmont College. He used to live right over by Vandy. So he's down in the I guess you would call it the west end of town. and not far from Music Row. And
Okay.
you know, they got walk to restaurants right down the street, and
nice.
Yeah, and then he always drops these country music stars who like live in the neighborhood. I'm going, oh yeah, Dirks who?
Dirks Benedict.
Dirks Benedict, yeah. Dirks Bentley, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, but God bless you, Tom.
Yes,
So.
yes. It should be. Well, give us a full report either on the scene or when you.
You can always call in.
Yes,
I could. I was telling Frank, I don't know how the schedule will be going on Friday, but we're going up Thursday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways,
if it times out, great.
Nashville,
Otherwise,
y'all.
Debbie and I got it covered either way, but it'd be great if you can join us.
I think I should have all my guests come in that day, and
there you go.
And you guys can pick on them.
There you go. We can do that. So we can do American History on Parade, This Day in History. So I caught them with a typo.
Uh-oh.
According to them. According to American History on Parade, This Day in History. So they said in 1965. Keep that in your
way back
in your noodle.
Yeah. The first U.S. medical school was established in the College of Philadelphia. Well, what did we do before that for college school? So obviously it was a typo. The actual date is 1765. They're only off by 200 years, but it's just a number.
It's just a number.
So it was John Morgan and William Shippen of Philadelphia, both graduates of Edinburgh, founded the first medical school in the country, now part of the University of Pennsylvania. So just to,
that makes
for the
sense.
record, to be accurate. And in 1802 on this date, Washington, D.C. was incorporated as a city. Took place on this day.
1802.
1802.
Oh, wow.
Yep. And it was, it was really pretty quickly because in 1790, a year after George Washington took the oath of office as president, Congress authorized him to find a site along the Potomac for the new nation's capital. It was the first time a country had ever established its permanent capital by legislative action. The president ended up choosing a spot just a few miles upstream from his home in Mount Vernon, Virginia.
And that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Mount Vernon is
beautiful. It's gorgeous
Yeah.
country up there.
Oh, yeah.
Just gorgeous.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. My wife said when we drove through, was a year or two back, she says, God spent a little extra time when he was going through Virginia.
Yeah, he was on pause and he didn't know he was
spent a little extra time developing that.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I've traveled Virginia. I wish I would have paid more attention to where I traveled. But go ahead, Frank. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I mean, so the surveyors stalked out the area, 100 square miles straddling the river. The idea was to create a special territory, not part of any state. So to contain the capital city, the land came from Maryland and from Virginia, and the territory was named the District of Columbia, in short, in honor of Christopher Columbus, of course.
Okay.
So that's what happened. So you think about it, from 1790 to 1802, 12 short years. I mean, that's, for the day, that's moving pretty fast.
Yeah.
I think.
Yep.
So, but anyways, that's pretty cool. And then let's see, 1921 on this date, West Virginia becomes the first state to impose a sales tax. Those rascals.
West Virginia.
Yeah. And in 1920,
that was probably on all the moonshine.
That's why Frank's sister moved there.
Yeah, right. I don't know. So in 1923, a air service Oakley Kelly and John McReady land at Coronado Beach, California, completing the first transcontinental nonstop flight in 26 hours and 50 minutes.
Is that from New York?
Wow.
Transcontinental.
Yeah.
So that means it went across the water, went across the pond.
The big pond.
Yeah. Yes.
Pacific Pond.
Yeah. So they didn't specify where they took off from, but Air Service LTS Oakley Kelly and John McReady land at Coronado Beach, California, completing the first transcontinental nonstop flight, 26 hours, 50 minutes. When I'm flying over the ocean, I insist the flights be nonstop. Just saying.
Yeah.
But
You can stop at that little island known as Hawaii.
Yes. Right.
Wow.
Yes. So we're not stopping.
I just like nonstop
30,000 feet up in the
general.
air. Yeah. No, not stopping.
That's the big controversy. Where do you fly from here?
Right.
We'll talk about other things.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to take a regulation timeout, but we'll be right back. So stick with us. Yeah, hopefully this portend what we can look forward to, right? We get a little bit of something.
It's funny.
Right.
I try to pick up on the first few tunes of all the tunes.
Yeah.
I love
always
this. It's a great tune.
It is. Yeah. So maybe, who knows, with a little overcast today, it rained over at Debbie's
We had a little
house.
bit of rain at the store today.
It rained in Palm City.
Just a little bit. Yeah.
I got nothing there in Stewart, to where I live, and
crispy critters.
I could tell it was raining somewhere. It was that light misty, not real rain. It was like wind blown rain. So I knew it was raining somewhere, but we didn't get it. So
no,
that's all right.
You have to be in the right, under the right cloud.
Yes. So yeah. Very good.
So did you play the Doors in honor of Sunfest starting today?
That could be it. Sure.
Yeah, they're hoping for no rain. You're just going to get heat. That's it.
Sunfest starting.
Yeah,
today.
that's it.
That's it.
That's the ticket.
Yep, the doors are open and everyone can start partying for the weekend. I remember when it was free.
Wow. Yeah.
Back
in the day.
It was that you took your cooler, you took your chair. You're not allowed to take a chair. You're not allowed to take a cooler. You're not allowed to take a refillable water bottle. No food. You take a purse that's like 6x6 or 12x12x2 or something like that, and a credit card. There's
Loaded
no
with
cash.
money, no cash.
No cash.
Just tap it and go.
Yep.
Wow.
Wow, that is
That's
bad.
scary.
That's
Right.
too bad.
Well,
Well,
it's the times. It's the sign of the times.
If you're a senior citizen,
Yes.
in
I guess.
daily,
Do I
your ticket
qualify?
is $60
Okay.
versus
80 something
a day,
a day.
or you can buy like a
If
weekend
you bought
package.
early, you could buy a 3-day pass or a 2-day pass.
Yeah.
But not now.
No.
That ended last week.
Wow.
Wow. So
Mhm.
early purchase is already over.
And,
Well, what
and if
about
you want a
early voting?
VIP, if you want the VIP tent where you can go and eat and drink and have special seating and
Eat,
then
drink, and be merry.
yeah, and see the different shows and do everything. I think it clocks out at $1,400 at some point
Woo, baby.
for the weekend.
That's
It's not for the
okay. That's
not
great.
for the weak at heart, huh?
That's great.
That's
a
high
lot of
price
money.
Spread. Yeah.
Man, you can go to Disney for
Less than that.
$200 a day,
yeah.
and that's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
I remember the mouse years.
Well, we think about that, the preseason baseball games and
Mhm.
regular baseball games,
Mhm.
and what's the Florida League games cost?
I'm going to find out.
Oh, that's
We're
Evan
gonna-
would know.
Yeah. Yeah. Evan would know, but
it must
but
be
there-
around 20.
it depends upon, it depends upon
The teams,
the teams.
and who they're playing.
So it's a very number. It's not a fixed rate, but
Let me look it up.
yeah,
Yeah, Google's got all the answers.
Google
They
does
do.
have all the answers.
Your buddy
Right?
Guggenheim.
And in the meantime, we can. So we got some baseball calls. We can turn that up.
Is that John Wayne? No,
Here we go. Let's hear what Ernie Harwell has to
Ernie
say.
Harwell, of course.
Infield in double play depth for the Mariners. They've had a lot of ground balls so far today.
Be great to see
Here's
Willie
the
Hort.
pitch on the way. He swings and fouls it off. It'll reach the seats over back of the Tiger dugout. And the man from Walla Walla will take that one home.
Walla Walla.
Set the pitch. He swings. Bounding ball. Stopped by Trubit for the second one. Really the first. Two for the price of one for the Tigers. A great play by Trubit to end the third.
Isn't that great stuff? And this is my favorite one.
There's a breaking ball in for a strike, and he stood there like the house by the side of the road and watched it go by. Struck him out.
That's my favorite
The
one.
third strikeout for
And there's
Holiday.
this other one's pretty good.
Right-hander against the right-hander. The outfield is straight up and deep on Fielder. He is the
Precious.
DH today. Swing. There's a drive to left. That one is long gone.
Drive the left. Long gone.
Fielder weighs into that first pitch with his 29th home run. of the
29th home run of the year.
Yeah, that was Cecil, the original,
Yes.
not his son.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cecil
The
Jr.
average cost of an MLB game ticket is around $30 to $50, while the average cost of an NFL game is around $75 to $150.
Yeah, you can
And
look,
you're in the nosebleed section for that.
yeah, you can
Yeah.
look at, when you look at NFL tickets,
Hmm.
Oh, they're
they'll go
ridiculous.
for as little as 18
Mm.
some places, with
Mm-hmm.
the teams where they are not that well played,
Hmm.
like my Titans. You can get a
Nice.
great Titan seat now.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah, for about 99 actually, if it was a good seat.
They said the average ticket for MLB game, weekday games, and early season matchups are $53.
Okay, and so then they just start jacking them up as it gets warmer out.
Yeah. That's what you do.
Wow.
And of course you've got the liquid refreshments.
I always wonder why when I would go, I'd go to a Cubs game, my
Mm.
dad would take me, I'd save the ticket. And now I know why, because you wanted to be able to look back when you were 67
Yeah.
and say, how much was that when I was 10?
Right?
When I went to the
But-
Super Bowl, it was $20. I have my ticket.
Really? When you go to number one?
No, no.
Well,
It was 1976. It was
Okay.
in Miami. Pittsburgh was
Dolphins?
playing the Cowboys.
well, you couldn't. Who won?
Oh, yeah.
Pittsburgh.
That was Steel Curtain.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah,
They
Oh, yeah.
they were amazing.
Mean
And it
Joe
was at the
Green.
Orange Bowl.
Okay.
Mhm.
The old Orange
I have
Bowl.
all my tickets from going to concerts, and I for the same reason, just to look back to see, remember. Oh yeah, that's the concert I went to, or this is the concert
Yeah,
I went
yeah.
to.
Oh, yeah.
It's
I don't
great
remember that
memories.
one. They
Yeah.
never got me out of the car. So, okay. So name 3 bands.
Yeah.
Concerts that you each went to that you remember. I mean,
Oh my God, I went to Chicago. I've gone to Three Dog Night. Santana,
Where did you see those?
Ozzy Osbourne, let's see,
Was he-
ZZ Top, Heart.
I said 3.
Yeah, I think we're at
I mean,
stop
and
6
these
here.
were Ozfest was all day. That was cool. And in Black Sabbath, they had Ozzy Osbourne, and he played with Black Sabbath also. And that.
Was he like chomping off bats' heads and stuff back
No,
then?
no.
Oh, gross.
That's what I remember about Ozzy
yeah.
Osbourne.
Meatloaf was one of the best concerts I ever went
That's
to.
what I heard.
He had audience participation, and
Yeah.
it was really good. Mm-hmm.
That's cool. What about you, Frank?
AC/DC was another one. Oh my God, I saw
God,
them.
you sound just like Deb.
Yeah.
AC/DC.
Yeah.
Well, those they don't. If you don't like the music when it's playing like over the radio, there's a reason. That's going to be our man of the hour.
Yeah.
It's at the end of the hour.
Yeah, right. Go ahead, Charlie.
I want in on this.
Okay. Go.
Barry White, Love Unlimited Orchestra.
Yeah.
That was Lincoln Center.
Yes.
Mamas and the Papas.
Yeah.
Long Island. It's some tennis court place.
Nice.
I set up chairs. I was right in the front row.
Nice.
And David Lee Roth
Oh,
at the
wow.
Hartford Civic Center when he did the Empire Tour. He
Sweet.
came across the crowd on a surfboard, and I saw so much spandex. Oh my Lord! I'm talking all the girls. They were all over.
Well, we were hoping you were.
Yeah.
Oh God! Well, David Lee Roth used to wear spandex too, jumping around.
Sure.
Well, with that
That
hair.
guy did more jumping around. I think he ate a bunch of jumping beans.
I think
before
so.
he-
Yeah.
you
All
know?
right.
Anyway, that's 3. And Deb is unbelievable, isn't she?
Yes, she is.
Maybe she was a groupie.
Were all those
You
good?
Oh,
couldn't
I've
guess?
seen so many concerts, and it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I really have through the years,
Yeah. It's good stuff.
Right.
It's good stuff.
You are
from the
best.
late '60s till today.
Okay.
I just saw Donna in the Buffalo at Terra Firmata. She's a
Oh.
bomb. If you've not gone to see her, she really gets you jumping.
Donna the Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys were talking about jumping out of planes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I jumped out of C-119, C-130s, and I stepped out of a C-141. Yeah.
Nice.
You don't
Nice.
jump.
And you had a
Hey,
parachute on,
And
right?
you live to talk about it.
Yeah.
No, I can fly, Debbie. I didn't tell you that? No, of course I had a parachute.
Yeah.
Kidding me? But I can
Batman.
fly also.
That
I
was
fly
a
at night.
joke.
I saved damsels in distress.
Yes.
Yes.
I've been checking up on you, Deb. You haven't been in distress yet.
Yeah.
No.
No.
I
But
went
if
to
you
Elvis.
are, I made
I took my
cool things.
sister to
All
see Elvis.
I saw Elvis.
All right. Well, we gotta.
Oh, we
get
gotta
ready
go.
to
It's that. Well,
Yep.
that went
Time
fast.
All right. All right. We'll see you next week.
Bye,
Thanks for
Charlie.
listening.
Pulled the monkey off of his back, but the monkey grabbed his neck and said, "Now listen, Jack.
We'll see you next
Straighten
week.
up and
Thanks for
fly
listening.
right.
Ciao for now.
Straighten up and fly right. Straighten up and fly right. Cool down, Papa, don't you blow your top. Ain't no use in diving